Hola muchachos y muchachas. Today you are going to use a Cootie Catcher to practice conjugating regular AR verbs. We have been talking about our subject pronouns and we've just started to talk about some AR verbs. So today you're going to work with a partner after you create your Cootie Catcher to practice conjugating them. So you should have gotten a set of directions that are going to help you to make your Cootie Catcher, and if you can follow these directions, you don't need to watch this video, but if you get stuck along the way, this video is to help you. So start with a template. I've left different colors for you to choose from, and the first thing you're going to do is cut along the dotted line so that you end up with just the 8x8 square. So now using this square, you are going to start by folding from one corner to the other corner, and then you open it up, fold from the opposite corner to corner, open it up. Now you're going to fold from the bottom to the top, open it up, and then from one side to the next. And all this folding is just so that we can open it and find our center. Now, using that center, you're going to take each corner and fold it into the center, taking your time and doing it neatly so that it's nice and even. And you should have your square like this. And then you're just going to turn it over so all your flaps are on the back. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. You're going to fold your corners to the center. Just, again, taking your time so it's nice, even, straight lines. Each corner right to the middle, just like that. And then you have a nice, thick little square. And what you're going to do is take it and fold it in half to make a rectangle, just like that. And then when you pick it up, fold it this way again. Sorry about that. So you're going to fold it into a rectangle this way. And when you pick it up, you should be able to put your fingers underneath those flaps to have your Cootie Catcher. Alright, so once again, once you have it like this, if you fold it and pick it up, your fingers go underneath into the flaps. Now, there's another set of directions for labeling your Cootie Catcher, and it's two-sided. So on this one side, it talks about what you're doing today, how you're conjugating verbs. It gives you some AR verbs, but you're also going to use your notebook to put the AR verbs we've been studying on there, and it tells you what goes on each tab. And then the opposite side tells you that you're going to partner up and how you're going to practice conjugating using this Cootie Catcher. The only part of the directions I want you to leave off is at the very end where it says to include the conjugated verb. When you get down to the bottom, we're not going to include that part on our Cootie Catcher, and I'll show you what I mean. Here's my Cootie Catcher that I completed. And so if I open it up a little bit, you're going to start with your numbers. So on the outside where your fingers go, I'll show you. So I'm holding my Cootie Catcher like this. You should be holding a blank one. And on these outside 8 tabs, triangles, you're going to write any number in Spanish from 1 to 20. And I want you to write it out in word form. I don't want you just to do the number form. Just write it out in word form. then, after you have your numbers on these 8 triangles, you're going to do 8 verbs, AR verbs with the AR endings, and you can get those out of your notebook. You're going to write them in there. And then finally, when you open up, you're going to put your subject pronouns. I included ustedes, ellos, and ellas because they all conjugate the same way. You can put nosotros and nosotras together, whatever you choose. Now the directions tell you then to conjugate the verb and put it on this bottom piece. I think you should leave that open so that when you're practicing with your partner that they don't see the answer right away. Because if you were to tell your partner to choose a number, and let's say they said 9, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you say to pick a verb, and they pick practicar, and you open practicar, and they have to practice nosotros. If you have the conjugated verb there, they're going to see the answer right away. So I'd like you to leave that blank, and it would be nosotros practicamos, and then you take turns that way. So that's your activity today to practice conjugating with the Cootie Catchers. I will encourage you, since we haven't had that much practice yet, you may use your notebook. Take out that hand diagram because it shows you what endings you need for each of the pronouns. Remember to drop the AR ending and to add the ending that goes with the subject pronoun you choose. And have fun with it.